it's joy. Oh, they're so glad in your presence, festival joy. The joy of a great celebration, sharing rich gifts and warm greetings. For a child has been born, for us, the gift of a son, for us. He'll take over the running of the world. His names will be Amazing Counselor, Strong God, Eternal Father, Prince of Wholeness. His ruling authority will grow, and there'll be no limits to the wholeness he brings. He'll rule from the historic David throne over that promised kingdom. He'll put that kingdom on a firm footing and keep it going, with fair dealing and right living, beginning now and lasting always.
Celebrations that we may recognise your voice and heed your call. God of light and hope, of the stars and surprises, open our eyes to your glory and our hearts to your presence, that we may respond with joy to the angel's song. In Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
To Mary, it's a boy, just as God promised. God's own son, there in your arms, Jesus. Good news, called the angel to the shepherds on the hill. God sent someone special into the world. That's someone you've been waiting for. If you hurry to Bethlehem, you can see him for yourselves. He's just a baby now, wrapped in warm clothes and lying in a manger. But one day, he will save you from all that's wrong. One day, he will bring peace. Then the angels filled the sky with a good news song. The shepherds went to Bethlehem and made a good news visit. And on the very first Christmas day, Mary just watched and rocked the wee baby and smiled. A good news smile. Amen.
couple of volunteers who might be able to, oh, lots of hands going on. See. Who's a good reader? If you could read this, you can come out. Yes. And you can come out, young man. I know this one. That's one. Right. 3 wise people. The sky was black. The night was clear. The sky was bright as diamonds. Perfect, said the star watcher, just as it should be. But just then, God nudged the brightest star and sent it floating like clouds across the night sky. Quick, called the star watcher to his friends. Come and see, there is a new star, and that means a new king, the third star watcher said. Somewhere, a new king is about to be born. I'll tell you what, said the first star watcher. Let's follow the star and see. So the 3 star watchers climbed onto their camels and set after the star. When it zigged, they zigged. When it zagged, they zagged. Across deserts and mountains, until they reached the land of God's people, the Jews. We have come a long way. Said the first star watcher.
We have all come from stars.
Explained the second star watcher.
So can you tell us where the baby is? The baby born king of the Jews.
King of the Jews? King of the Jews? King Herod repeated, trying hard not to look upset. But let me speak to my advisors. King of the Jews! King of the Jews! I'm the King of the Jews! Yes, Your Majesty, his advisors are. But God always promised that one day he would send us a special king. Perhaps he is the one the star watchers are looking for.
Write a story in 6 words. I think it was during a boozy dinner. Anyway, he came down to breakfast the next day, triumphantly clutching his 6-word story, which read, for sale, baby shoes, never worn. For sale, baby shoes, never worn. Some say it is his greatest work. A few years ago, online magazine Smith launched a competition for everyone and anyone to write their 6-word stories. It could be a comedy, a tragedy, an autobiography. And there were loads of entrants. Some were rather morbid. Headstone, told you I was ill. Selling parachute, never opened, slightly stained. Some are funny. 3 blind mice, cat had lunch. Here's another one. Bought invisible man toy. empty box. Somewhat amusing. From Geoffrey Archer, I am trying in every regard. You need to get your fingers out to count it for this next one from Harry Enfield. I could never get anything quite right. Our Bishop, Stephen Cottrell, wrote one on the life of Christ. Chaos, crisis, Christ, crib, cross, crown. It is said that many years ago a wealthy European family had their baby baptized in an enormous mansion. Dozens were invited to a very elaborate affair, and they all arrived dressed in the latest fashions. And after leaving their coats on a bed in an upstairs room, they all were entertained royally. And the moment came for the baby's baptism. And someone said, well, where's the baby? No one seemed to know. The governess ran upstairs and came back with a desperate look on her face, and everyone began to search frantically for the child. Someone recalled having seen them sleeping on one of the beds. The baby was on a bed, all right. Thankfully, okay, but buried underneath the pile of coats, jackets, and furs.
The light across the night has caught the streaks of winter rain. In many a stained glass window sheen, from crimson lake to hooker's green. The holly in the windy hedge, and round the manor house the yew, will soon be stripped to deck the ledge, the altar, font, and arch and pew, so that the villagers can say, the church looks nice on Christmas Day. Provincial public houses blaze, corporation tramcars clang. On lighted tenements I gaze, where paper decorations hang, and bunting in the red town hall says, Merry Christmas to you all. And London shops on Christmas Eve are strung with silver bells and flowers, as hurrying clerks the city leave to pigeon-haunted classic towers. And marbled clouds go scudding by the many-steepled London sky. And girls in slacks remember Dad, and oafish louts remember Mum. And sleepless children's hearts are glad, and Christmas morning bells say come, even to shining ones who dwell safe in the Dorchester Hotel.
And exercise mutual encouragement. May we stand in solidarity with the oppressed and suffering, weep with those who weep, and lament the atrocities of history. Bring balm for tomorrow, and exercise mutual love. As we travel forward, help us to look, to bring signs of faith, hope, and love to the world about us. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.